Hey, Facebook. It's Domenico 101 MMA here with Michael, the Ranger Darrah. Co-main event for Brawl For It All 5 happening on February 7th in Rhode Island, West Warwick, 17th West Warwick, Rhode Island. He's here with his buddy here, friend, and a training partner and a trainer of his, Gerald, who's, he knows a lot what's going on in, Michael's past and how he got here. So, this is our first show here. Michael, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of talk going on in the social media world with Michael and Chad Liancello, the Lion. Chad called you out a few weeks ago because of a bunch of social media stuff going on. Let's talk about, first, a little bit about yourself, Mike. Introduce yourself, a little bit about your past, and then how you got into this Brawl For It All event here.
All right, to say it easy, my name is Mike Darrah, east side of Brockton, Mass. Basically, a little bit about myself. Like I said, I'm from there. I grew up, I can't think what to say. I grew up, the east side of Brockton, and after getting out of high school, I went to the military. Went overseas a couple times, did my thing over there. Won't really get into that today. Did real well, did real well in the military. Loved it, but I had a bigger and better opportunity. I had the chance to become a police officer, and I did. Got out of the Army, 3 days later I was in the police academy. It was great, I excelled for a long time there. I had an Officer Award for Brockton Police for 2007 and 2008. For valor, I received the Officer for 2007-2008 for Mass Police Association for valor for a couple of shootings and chases and car accidents and stuff, which was great. And one of those shootings / car accidents turned bad. I got really injured. Started getting fed pain meds and stuff like that, and that kind of just was my demise for a few years,
Yeah.
Got real wrapped up into them pills. Doctors were giving them to me hand over fist from the VA, from outside doctors. I didn't think anything was wrong because, I'm still working, still functioning. I have a wife and 4 kids. Life was great, But the pills caught up with me, man, and ended up doing some things I shouldn't have done. Lost my job as a police officer.
Were you getting out of shape too at that time too? Like you just...
No, I was actually still in shape. I was still lifting. I've always been a pretty decent sized kid, Chubby in school, back and forth after sports and stuff, up and down. But
you chubby?
Yeah, I know, huh? Chubby. Yeah, I know. Chubby up and down, and then after military, I was just a big kid. I'd lift and just get bigger, and I was still staying in shape, doing my thing, staying with the pills, but the pills helped my body. I didn't feel it, and then they just got the best of me, like they have most people from where we're from. The opiates just get a hold of you, and that's it. So once my demise there, I lost my job. I kicked around for a little while, ended up getting in a lot of trouble for a while. I lost my job and did some bad things, some stuff that par for the course when you use it. It's not right, but it happens, Made amends for what I did. I paid my debt to society, got out of, actually went to jail for a little while on that, Like I said, that was my lowest point in my life. I got out of jail after 15 months. 15 months in the same jail I was putting people in,
Yeah.
Went from being, combat vet with all that to, basically always in the newspaper as, doing good things to going to jail. But,
This was in the Brockton area too, correct?
Yeah, this was all in Brockton. So I did what I did, and I admitted to everything I've done. And that's part of the healing process. So after that happened, I got my stuff back together. Once I got my stuff back together, it was all good after that, man. I just started just taking jobs, whatever I could get, man. I was delivering furniture to the 4th floor in downtown Boston, I was working at a carpet cleaning place. I was working 7 days a week. I mean, I still got
trying to get back to the honest living.
Just to get something back into life, work hard. I still had a wife and 4 kids. By the grace of God, they stood by me with all my
You have a big family too that was helping you at all? Like, helping you through this, or...
I have somewhat of a family, my wife's side. My wife's family's always been there for me. Like, my wife's brothers, 3 brothers are like brothers to me. Okay. They've been there for me. My wife's always been my rock. Her grandparents have been nothing but absolute, lifesavers to me. That family has been there for me. I had my mother, had my mother for a while, and she passed away about 6 months after I got out of jail. So that was a big,
Okay.
had a little rough time after that. But I got my stuff back together. Once I got my stuff back together, I just took whatever I could for jobs, just busting my hump. Because by the grace of God, again, I said, I kept my house. My wife kept my house together.
Yeah.
We had a car. My kids were healthy. Actually, even during my addiction, my wife actually, had cancer. So it's like such a low point in life. I did a lot of rotten things to a lot of rotten people.
Yeah.
I mean, to a lot of good people, and by the grace of God, I keep saying that they just stuck by me. A lot of good in my life on that side.
And how long ago was how long ago was that when you were in that situation as far as coming out of it when how long ago was that?
That was 2000, and I got out of jail in 2012.
Okay.
About 6 months later, my mother passed away. I held everything together because my father was just like, well, my birth father, my stepfather. Excuse me, not my birth father, my stepfather. He was just kind of all over the place. And a couple months after that, I kind of lost it again. I kind of relapsed as part of recovery, and got my stuff back together. And like I said, I just started taking these jobs, man. And next thing you knew, I went through programs this time. I went through every program that the VA afforded me,
Yeah.
I went through like 7 months of programs. I went to Vets Court, and Vets Court was the best thing that had happened to me. Veterans Court just helped me get my life back.
Guide you in the right directions.
You go see them once a week, and then from there on, it's like a step-down program, like
Excellent.
every couple weeks, and it's months long. I think I went for like a little over a year.
Yeah. Well, you need that.
Yeah, I needed it.
It isn't like an overnight couple months of thing. I mean, you have to.
Yeah, I needed that piss test. I needed that. Like, they made sure I went to therapy because some addicts and alcoholics need just meetings. I was the type of addict and alcoholic that needed I needed meetings at first, but then it was like therapy and psychiatry. Like I have to stay with that because I have from the war, from the VA. From the police department, the shootings. I shot a kid that was shooting into a crowd of people a bunch of times, and the therapy alone, the PTSD, the anxiety, the night sweats, the night terrors. I've been diagnosed with it all, man. And medication never really been my route because I kind of want to stay away from that.
Yeah.
I am on a little bit of medication now, but it's just like mood stabilizers thing. Once you find the right medication and the therapy, it works. So I finally got it in that program. There was a thing called CWT. It was a work program that you could work for like $7 an hour for the VA, and it was basically just cleaning up or engineering or doing something. Well, one of the guys saw something in me and took me to the engineering program.
Nice.
So I started working with them and started meeting everybody. And next thing you knew, positions were opening in the VA for a federal job, and I took a job as a housekeeper, man. I went from being a combat vet to a police officer to I'm a housekeeper. Humbled wasn't even the word, man. But my family needed it. We needed the stability, and I didn't. I'll be 40 in a couple months, At that time, I was in my 30s and, beat up from, I jumped out of planes. I was an Army Ranger, so my body's messed up. So I needed that stability, the insurance. So I just became a housekeeper.
Yeah.
So I was janitor, and I busted my hump for a while. And little by little, I got to know everybody. And a buddy of mine that I grew up with offered me an opportunity because he saw something in me, man. And this time, the VA actually hit me up and asked me about, all my charges and everything that I went to jail for. And I had to humble myself again, go to them and be like, listen, this is what happened. I had to get cleared by the government. After already working there for almost a year, they had to clear me.
Yeah.
So this guy saw something in me, man, and he's like, listen, come work for me in Providence. I don't know what I was going to do. I'm like, well, he goes, well, you have your disability up, because at this time I think I was like 40% disabled, and workable. And he goes, come work for me. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm getting comfortable in Brockton. And, I don't want to be a housekeeper, but I'm trying to get back in the real engineering program. So I kind of waited on a couple jobs. I got offered like a peer leadership job, which I would be like with addicts and stuff like that, which was where I wanted to be.
Yeah.
So I just finally said, screw it. I'll take a leap of faith. And I went to this job where I ended up working at the federal building in Providence.
Okay.
Not even knowing what I was going to be doing.
Yeah.
I started as a clerk, just taking in when people put their benefits in, and I would take in the mail, electronic mail, and just whatever. And next thing you know, I got offered a higher position. The highest you can get in the government for an executive position is a GS-15. I started as a GS-6. Next thing you know, I got hired as a veteran service representative, and that's a GS-7.
And they always, government hiring within,
and they love it, And so I took that GS-7 position, and I just excelled. Next thing you know, I went to training. I got my GS-9, and they offered me again. They said, hey, listen, we got a position that we think you would be good for. I said, well, what is it? They said, well, you're still going to be a veteran service rep, but you're going to be the homeless coordinator for all of Rhode Island and Southern Mass. And again, like most homeless veterans are addicts or alcoholics, and do a lot of outreach. And I felt like I'd pull myself so far away from that addict community because people I work with really didn't know about my addiction and stuff.
Yeah.
So it just put me back in that position where I'm helping on a daily basis, but I'm removed enough that I still go to my therapy, and like that's what I need.
You still have to.
Oh, I still go to therapy. I still go to psychiatry, man. Like that's me. Like I said, some addicts need meetings all the time. Some addicts need this, and I did in the beginning.
Yeah.
But it's the therapy and the psychiatry, and like my thing is I have to stay busy. And now even with this training, I work 10 to 12 hour days.
Exactly.
In the meantime, we've talked about this.
Always running.
Yeah, and I'm still doing 2-3 hours of training a day. Cardio, and then working with Gerald, and and being a dad.
Yeah.
I still help my wife cook for my kids.
Now, how's all that now? You're clean. You got your life back on track. You're with your family now. How is life now compared to 2000? What was it? 2012.
2012 when I first got out of jail.
How is it now? Compared to that, I know it's it's 100% better, but as far as your family and everything, like
they trust me, man.
Yeah,
my family trusts me.
Yeah,
my family knows I'm there for them. Like my even when during my addiction, I would still do like odd jobs and make money for my family because my kids are my world. My kids are my wife. Like I met my wife and she had 2 children, and she's a couple years older than me, and I adopted those children. And so at that time they were I think they were 10 and 4.
Yeah.
And I had just had a daughter. She was a couple months old with another girl that I was friends with.
Yeah. So
my wife and I got together and had another child. So now at this time, I'm almost 40, she's a little bit older. My kids are 23, 17,
nice,
about to be 14 and 12. And my kids can come to me and know like Dad's gonna provide for them. My wife takes care of my family and kids, and I work. Like my wife doesn't have to work. And I don't want her to work. I want to be able to take care of her for those times that she was there during my issues.
Exactly.
And it feels good to know like Dad's going to be there.
Yeah.
And I'm there.
You're giving, you 100% giving back to your family and showing them, and you're giving back to, everywhere else.
Try, man. Try. Even little things. Like I said, I just had a kid not so long ago that I'm working with that, combat vet, waiting to make money. He's homeless. No one would give him a chance, and I got that usually takes a year. I got all his stuff done in a month. Got him ordered. I even got him rides from somewhere else to Boston.
That's that worth ethic
that
you have too. Now, Gerald,
yeah,
were you with him? Like you're friends with him?
Yeah.
Did you see all this in 2012? Were you friends with him back then?
I wasn't really even friends with him.
Oh, all right, yeah.
I met him through another friend.
Yeah. In the gym or just
no.
Tattooing.
Yeah, tattooing.
Yeah. Okay, that's right. You're a tattoo artist.
Yeah.
And you want to give a plug where you tattoo? Or?
No, it's just we met and through that, and I started tattooing him.
And he did. He does your tattoos.
Yeah,
tattoo.
And,
done
a lot of it I've had to fix for him and stuff.
Yeah. From when? Like 2012.
Yeah.
Like before that, when you got like.
So I met him through that, and then I met a lot of people through tattooing and through other friends, and we all grew up in Brockton.
Yeah.
And I know everyone from the city, and
Gerald and I just kind of clicked, man. Like right off the rip. Like we got a big age difference, but we just like clicked.
Yeah, well, I could see it coming.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to you much, but I've talked to him online. For a while now since the call out. But you have, I never spoken to you live, but you have that persona that you're inviting to talk to. You know what I mean? So I would imagine you're the same way if you get along with him.
No, he's a good kid.
You could have your damn own talk show, man.
The sad thing's been I'm really
talks too much.
Yeah,
no, it's all right though.
Tell him to shut up. That's like me. Spot when we're training. I gotta tell him to shut the.
That's right. You train with them too. Like, what's your background in being from Brockton, big boxing town?
Yeah.
What's your background in the sport?
I won the Golden Gloves in 2009, 2011, 2012, and 2013.
Excellent.
2013, I also got a bronze medal in the Golden Glove Nationals, and so I was nationally ranked as well. Then I went pro shortly after, and
Still looking for a fight? Still out
I
there?
had a couple setbacks.
Yeah,
he wants it though, man. He wants to fight.
Let's say he's being you. Well, I can't say being you, but
we're both sparring, man.
Sparring with you.
But listen, this don't ever underestimate someone's size, man. I'm telling you.
Exactly, boxing. I mean, that's a chess match right there.
Yeah, man.
All right. How did we get to this point when I basically met you with your call out. Now, your acceptance of Chad's call out.
Yeah.
Chad the Lion, who fought on Brawl For It All 4. Made a big name for himself there, with his charity work, being out there, and then after the Brawl For It All 4, leading into talking about this event, or a little bit before, there was like some shit on social media exposing a little bit about Chad's background. I didn't know where it was coming from because I wasn't paying attention, but I was a little bit. You know what I mean?
Trolling a little.
And here's the thing, yeah, exactly. And here's the thing, with me being in social media, because I started where you guys kind of started, like not just giving it a a go and making my life better and trying to give back to people, but. I looked and I started seeing some negative stuff toward Chad, and that happens to me. But so I didn't know. I'm always playing in the middle. How did that? How did this fight? How did this call out? Chad calling you out to let everyone out there know what went on with that social media little shit talk that was going on before the actual call outs. Without getting too
I can't
much,
get too in depth because a lot of it's family issues that Chad and I have, and as a man, I've said to Chad, I don't want family issues out there, and he said the same thing. We both don't like each other. There's a lot of issues right there, but that's the one thing we agreed on. He doesn't say my stuff. I don't say his stuff. I'm pretty honest on what I've done. I'll tell anybody what I've done. He basically did some stuff in the family. A lot of people didn't like it. So,
was this at the time when he was in a low part of his life?
Part of it was when it was a part of a low life. Part of the low of his life.
I'm sure you called him that.
I'm sure probably more than a couple, dude. So and it was part of the low of his life. He did get his stuff right. As far as his boxing goes and stuff. He does do a lot of good things. A lot of people don't agree on how he does them, because, like I said, you can take the alcohol and the drugs away from the addict, but the addict's still there until the addict does something, So basically, things happened. I can't even get into
That's
too much.
All right. Yeah.
Things happened, and a family member of mine had went on Facebook because he was sick of holding his tongue. You know what I mean? Because things were hurting very important people.
And it was kind of after Chad he was out there, kind of a little bit. You know what I mean?
He was kind of out there on a lot of stuff, but this stuff's not, because this was kind of like stuff that he still hadn't made amends with and worked with.
Okay.
Which it takes a while sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But all you have to do is sometimes just make that phone call, and he didn't, and that's what pissed a lot of people off in the family. You know what I mean? Like I said,
this is all back in Brockton.
Yeah, that's all at home. It's par for the course when you're using. You know what I mean? It's what happens. But when you're not using, it's a different story.
Yeah.
So, like I said, something was said on Facebook by a family member one night. Another family member kind of backed it up. My wife was brought into it because my wife and this person that they're talking about was very, very close. That was hurt. Mm-hmm. And being that's my wife, no one talks shit to my wife. Mm-hmm. I mean, no one talks shit to my family. My career, it goes my wife, my kids, or my kids, my wife, my career, my country.
These kids and wife have been with you since you're
Listen, there's not many people that stay with me in my life, but that woman's my rock.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of bad things in my relationship that she should have left me a long time ago. If she wasn't such a good chick, she would have been gone. So I owe her a lot, and we made jokes, and she actually told me to tell everyone she was my rock before
That's
I left.
awesome.
But she is, she is. She's a good chick, man.
She's out there that way.
Yeah, she's a good
We got
chick.
cameras all over the place. That's a
So with that being said, just stuff was said. Chad's family members said some horrible things about my wife. Stuff that shouldn't have been said.
Yeah.
Stuff that was actually said. I don't even want to get into it.
Yeah.
So my wife said some things back. A cat fight back and forth, and other things were said, and then I was actually in Boston at a voc rehabilitation program, which the government puts on for disabled vets. I'm 100% disabled, but workable.
Yeah.
Through PTSD and all that stuff. So they try to help us get a job that's more suitable and accommodating to our disabilities.
Yeah, okay.
So I was in Boston. I got a call. My wife's all upset.
Yeah.
The person that I can't say the person that was hurt got a phone call from someone threatening my wife and children. like threatening my wife and children.
Part of that
So-
fiasco going on, yeah.
You know, to hurt my wife and children. So I flip out. I come home. You know, trying to figure out who it is. Do I think it was Chad that did it? I don't think so, because I think this person would have realized the voice. But I still believe in my heart Chad knows who it was.
Okay.
He might not have told that person, but he knows who it was. And that's what this is about.
Okay.
I try to get a hold of Chad. He wouldn't talk to me, but he's putting stuff on Facebook and blocking me. So it just got, I had another family member tell me, hey, you seen what Chad's writing on Facebook?
Yeah.
And
you
I
can't
couldn't
see it.
respond.
Yeah, okay.
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm getting screenshots, so I'm getting mad. It's like 10:30
People
night.
send you,
they
send you messenger
just fucking sticking that in there. And
yeah,
that
that
night's
hurts.
getting
That
deeper.
sucks, man.
So all went all night, all pissed off. The next day, I'm somewhere. Actually, I was helping a veteran. I was at Starbucks in Brockton. I was helping a veteran homeless veteran fill out his paperwork and stuff. So we're sitting there and going over instead of going to the VA or bringing him to my house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We sit there, buy him a coffee, we do our stuff, And I got a call from Chad, and I was furious, man.
I'm gonna give this to Gerald while we're talking.
Yeah.
He can look at the feed and see. Let me put the volume down. But if people are asking questions, just let us know what they're saying. You know what I mean? Go up the feed.
So
people probably are asking
yeah.
a million things already. God.
So
you might want to know some shit.
hopefully we're getting some shit. So Chad,
Most importantly, can they hear us? I would imagine they would have been yelling at us already.
Yeah.
They can hear us all right?
Yep.
All right, cool.
So some shit was said, and I'm like, Chad, just fucking meet me, dude. Just meet me. Like, meet me right now.
Yeah.
It's a typical thing. I'm gonna kick your fucking teeth in.
And we talked about
we
this
told you,
offline.
And of course, I'm mad. I mean,
Yeah.
Someone threatened my family. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And that animal comes out,
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I'll meet you right now. And he's like, oh, I won't. Absolutely won't fight you. I won't fight you. I won't street fight you. What are we, children? And I go, wow, well, listen, men my day, I don't know about your day, banged it out in the yard.
Mhm.
I've heard you say that to a couple people too. Let's just
Yeah.
go bang this out.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel. I've
Yeah.
always been a street fighter. I can scrap.
Yeah.
I did jiu-jitsu and stuff back in the day,
Yeah.
but I've been a scrapper. And then he says to me that, let's box. What the
Did
hell?
you know about his Brawl For It All? All
Yeah,
the stuff was going on.
I actually
Yeah.
bought tickets for the one before.
Okay.
Because, like I said, Chad and I used to be cool. You know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah.
And even though what had happened, we were still trying to support
Yeah,
him.
I understand.
And
Jared said who has the best eyebrows on the East Coast.
He's got you on that too.
listen, I pick him a little bit, dude. They how they
That's
grow
awesome,
in, man.
You're my producer today. You keep looking at that shit.
Actually,
That's all.
Jared,
Shoot, what happened?
we can tell
Oh,
Jared.
that's all right. Just
uh,
press on the screen. It should come back up.
Actually, we gotta put.
Oh wait, that's a picture.
Yeah,
that's a
man.
picture of stuff. Wait a minute. Where's the feed?
No.
That's all right.
There it is.
There you go.
Actually, you know what? I'll put my
There you
son,
go.
my 11-year-old son's against against Jared's eyebrows any day. He got a unibrow when they hook it up. He just got him hooked up the other day, so we're gonna have to go eyebrow for eyebrow.
All right. So, you wanted to fight him? You
just
called
straight
him out,
back,
and he
yeah.
goes, "No, let's box."
Yeah, and
So you knew you were supposed to buy tickets to his thing.
I did buy tickets to his
All right,
last
okay,
fight.
yeah,
I
yeah.
did, and he said, "Let's box," and I was like, I'm not a box.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I want to be able to,
Yeah, I want to pick
gouge
up by
your
your
eyes
head,
out
yeah.
and shit and throw you on
Choke
your
slam the
head.
shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like my kids always say, Hulk
I
smash.
can't have a ref for you
Yeah.
breaking us up and
No.
like clinch with you or whatever.
Yeah, like my kids always joke around when they were younger, call me Hulk, like Hulk smash. And I don't even get that.
Now you're looking good right now.
Yeah.
Because you're in the
Are
gym.
you hitting
You're
on me,
training.
dude? Are you hitting on me?
We'll talk about that.
All right, I got
That's
that.
why I got him in the room.
Yeah.
Oh, you took him for a
I brought it down.
But as far as when he called you out
Yeah.
or said, how much did you weigh at that point?
About probably about 296, 297.
Okay, what do you weigh at this point? Right
Well, I just had an accident too. I had a motorcycle accident 3 weeks before that, man.
Okay, so
I
you
totaled my
all right.
motorcycle. My knee was they said I was going to lose my leg at
All
that
right.
point. So I mean, I even got more lazy. Plus, I was like, hey, it's holidays. I'm laid out.
Oh,
Might as well just
freaking
eat.
course. Yeah.
Screw it. I was about 297, man, and
Yeah.
that was December 7th.
Yeah.
And finally, he was like, just box me, just box me, just box me.
Yeah.
And I think he took, the fact that I just come off the couch and I was a fat ass.
Yeah.
Like took that for weakness, and I wouldn't take things serious.
Yeah.
So finally, I said, I said, let's do this. What's up?
Yeah.
And I think I took him back a little bit. He was
Yeah.
surprised, so I said, let's set this up. I said, I don't care, anytime, any place, I'll be there. That's how bad I wanted to fight this
Yeah.
guy. So that day, man, I hit Gerald
again.
Did it go up?
I hit Gerald up right away, and I'm like, listen, dude, I go, you need to train me. He's like, what are you talking about? And he knew some of the stuff, and he was right on board. He's like, let's do this. So
Yeah.
right there, man, I said, what do I need to eat? What do I need to do? I mean, I've done plenty of physical stuff in the military as a ranger, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had my own squad. I could do stuff. But at that point in my life, 19, 20 years old, I could go eat a half a meatloaf and, go run
Yeah,
10 miles and be
metabolism
straight.
and-
Yeah,
yeah.
it'd be good. So I'm like, what do I need to do, man? And like I said, even before that, I was always a big kid, but I could eat protein and just get big, you know?
Yeah.
Eat chicken, eat this, but
Sorry.
finally he
No
gave me kind of a meal plan, and I went nuts with it to the point where
It's just gonna keep going up. So.
whatever he gave me, like all I eat, man, is I eat baked mushrooms, baked onions, baked tomatoes, a package of tuna fish, or cardamom. That's all I eat, man. Four
And
times
that's
a
just
day.
fuel to you now.
Yeah.
It's like you're not there for like really, you know, you can put a little taste
Yeah.
to it, but it's fuel
No,
for you now.
I was big on salt, man. I cut out salt,
Yeah.
I cut out sugar, I have 1 cup of coffee a day.
So you can thank Chad a little bit because
Oh,
he's
yeah.
getting you in shape.
Listen,
a little bit.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
He put that fire up my ass. He took the animal back out.
Yeah,
you know? And
yeah.
I think, the sad thing is I think Chad forgot about that animal.
Yeah, well, that's the thing about this Brawl For It All
Yeah,
thing.
man.
It brings people back to
Yeah.
kind of, you know, that fighting spirit. It gives them a chance to get in there, which, you know, you get to box this kid now that, you know, called you out. Now, when Chad called you out, did you know this was coming? Did you talk, like, when he challenged you off,
Yeah.
did he challenge you offline? This was
Yeah,
happening.
on the phone.
So you said, "Yeah, I'll take that fight," or did
Yeah.
he finally go online and just call you out?
No, I just said, yeah. I told him right there on the phone.
And
I
then
said,
he
"What's
jumped
up?"
on that online and he
Yeah, and then
called
Jared took over.
Yeah, Jared
Jared
Tilly,
said,
yes. Jared Tilly, yes.
Eyebrow himself hooked it up,
Once
you
he
know?
got your phone number, it was
Yeah.
over.
Oh, man. I talked to that dude more than I think my wife lately.
Chad predicts a second round knockout.
Oh, Chad!
Yeah.
Chad's watching right now. Of course, he's watching. Second round.
That's what Jared said.
Oh, that's
Oh,
what
Jared
said.
did.
Yeah,
That
Jared
Chad.
said
all right.
Chad predicts the second
Yeah,
round.
but I thought he was predicting the first round. It was a while.
Well,
the
that's what
first
you
round.
talked about. He was
Yeah, man. When I was 295, he was saying first round.
Yeah.
Then, you know, we went to Milani's that one time with Rich and Jared and Kevin Milani, and all of a sudden he saw the picture. I lost weight. I'm taking it
Yeah, that's a
serious.
good looking picture, but well, I'm, you know.
No,
hey, listen.
listen. I guess I was a fat kid in a little coat, according to Chad's sidekick. So, but you know.
So what going on with is your family is your wife helping you with the nutrition, or you got someone doing that with
Me,
you?
man. I
You're
cook
doing
everything.
it all.
I cook it all. I
Excellent.
cook, like I said, just those vegetables, package of tuna fish, throw in a couple. At first, I wasn't even taking any protein in.
Yeah.
And then I started training, and Jared was like, "Listen, I like it hit me.
Yeah.
Like we'd be training for like 10 minutes, and I'd have to catch my breath because I was getting
So
so.
need that.
Yeah, like my head was just, you know, because I said I was big on salt and stuff. I cut out everything, man. So I package all my meals up. I cook every 3 days. You know, actually, I got my wife kind of on the diet too.
Well, that's it. It inspires. What is this?
He's gonna punish you.
Yeah, he said he's gonna break my cheekbones too, man.
Is that Jared saying
That's
that?
Jared.
Is that Chad
No,
saying
it's
that?
That's at
Jared, I want that in writing. I want
No,
that.
he also
I want
said
that.
cheekbones.
I want that. I want that screenshot and send out.
I think I got pretty good cheekbones, so I don't know. But
Well, they're going to show even more by the time
Yeah.
you get the fight night.
Hopefully,
too.
man. Yeah. So
Now, you're training with this guy and a few other people. Let's talk about who took you under their wing to get you ready for this, because you have. I mean, you know what I've been talking to you offline. Brockton's on your side more than Chad is from the Brockton area.
yeah.
But it seems like you have more backing in the Brockton area.
Where I'm from, man, like it's not so much nowadays with these kids because I'll joke with my kids and be like, "What side are you from?" And,
Yeah.
You know, and they kind of, "Oh, Dad, you're stupid," you know.
Yeah.
But where I grew up and when I grew up there, East Side was strong. Like he's a Brookfield kid, and like those were our enemies. Like East Side against Brookfield, it was it, you know. Like we fought them kids all the time, joking, you know, through rocks, screws and stuff.
Yeah.
But East Side was strong, man. East Side's very, very deep, man. Like, you know, and some of these dudes I haven't talked to in years will come on my page and be like, you know, East Side love, I got you, we'll be there, you know. And it's strong. Like a lot of people don't forget where we came from, you know. And that East Side kind of sucks you in because I moved away for the military and I bought a house back on the East Side.
Yeah,
man.
is that right? Yeah. I
man,
mean, you
so-
feel secure in the
I feel good,
neighborhood
my
there,
people,
you know.
Like it's all the
The same
people.
thing. I'm back to where I grew up with all my friends
Yeah.
in the same area. I mean, you know, I just feel safe in that area, you know.
I think a lot of people though too know, like someone was said the other night about my skeletons. Like people know I don't have skeletons. Like everything I've done that's bad,
Yeah.
I've admitted to everybody that asks
Exactly.
me. You know what I mean? And they know I'm a changed person. And
That's a big part of
Yeah.
recovery
Oh,
too.
that changed
Is
me.
admitting that stuff, and like you talked about, is making amends and
Yeah.
reaching out to the people that you kind of hurt in the
yeah,
past.
they always say you hurt the people the most that have the same last name. You know?
Yeah.
And I did, man. Like people in the four walls of my house. I did some rotten things. You know,
Yeah.
my kids don't even know some of the things that I've probably, like, you know, I stole out of my house and stuff at
Yeah.
that point. You know, I depleted bank accounts. Like, I've said everything I've done.
Yeah.
Man. Like, I've sold. I was at the lowest part of my life. Like, I'll even put out how much of a dirtbag like it makes you. Like, I sold my kids' savings, some of my kids' savings bonds.
I can imagine.
And I, to this day, like, I make up for it. I think that's why my kids are so spoiled, man.
Yeah.
But they're good kids. They are good kids. Like, they don't ask for it. I spoil them because I know in the back of my head, like, you know, I owe them more. You know what I mean? But like, I got good kids, man. I'm blessed. Like I keep saying, I got good kids, and I got a great wife, and I got great brother-in-laws that, like, them dudes are like my brothers. I have a brother that I don't talk to because of, you know, other things, whatever.
Yeah.
I have a sister that I just actually, my birth father just passed away not so long ago, like right before my motorcycle accident.
Yeah.
And now my
Sorry to hear about that.
you know, I appreciate that.
I understand that.
But now my sister's in my life. You
Okay.
know? His daughter, my half sister, like, and we actually spent last Saturday together because you know what? Because she knew I was an addict at the time, but now she knows I'm not.
Yeah.
You know, and I have a nephew that she's actually allowing me to be around now.
Exactly. And
So it's like
that's that growth.
It's that hot, you know. It's such a good feeling to see these people actually, like.
That's your rewards.
Yeah, man, it's huge. So it's just a good feeling to know I can look out to, and these people all have my back, you know.
And the Brockton community also.
Yeah.
Because you were big there at one time. You're still a big name there. So they're backing you too. And like you said, you know, you're part of. You know, there was two sides.
A lot more sides than that.
There's a lot of sides, but
yeah.
Now, how are them sides now? Is Chad? What part was Chad? What part
Chad's
is
a
Chad?
Brookfield kid too, man.
Is that where? That's where your side.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he's a
Do you
Brookfield
know?
kid.
Did you know Chad?
I do, yeah. I know
All
his
right.
family, yep.
Do you know Chad from the area?
I've known Chad for a long time.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I got a good relationship with Chad's brother Johnny too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, and Chad and I one time had a good relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just things spiraled. But you know what? A lot of talk's been said, and the things are going to happen on February 17th that might, you know, just not might not like.
And there's a lot happening before that. You know, I mean,
yeah,
there's a lot of time. There's a lot of things going on. But you know, you did talk with your manager and I and Jared. You guys, you know, there's a lot of meat to the story. A lot of, you know, there's a lot of bad stuff in the, you know, the background. And like you said, addicts and being in that, there's a lot of dirty laundry there. That, you know,
absolutely,
what I mean?
it's par for the course.
But now,
man.
you know, this is, you know, kind of this is a big grudge match.
Yeah.
And you're trying to keep it somewhat, you know, civil a little bit. You know, it's all right. You know, you guys have kind of been settling it down a little bit. But there's still fire in the back.
Oh, yeah,
there's
man.
still fire, man.
Not just between him and I, like people that like are close to me with him, you know. And a lot of people have my back, like to the point where Jared at one point had to be like, "Listen, we got security coming."
Yeah.
And that might be a good answer, you know. Which I'm trying to keep everybody back.
And
You're
going to be. I mean, this is Jared's and Jared's, you know, kind of world. You know, Richard's event and kind of his promotion that he put together. But he's coming from Brockton too. This is kind of Jared's world. So Jared's got it taken care of.
Much
as
much
far
respect
as
to that guy, seriously.
everything's there. He will keep it civil and you know, make sure everything's going right.
My ring entrance,
That's a secret.
Yeah, what's
that's a secret,
that's
man.
another thing.
That's a secret.
Yeah, Jared, you know, you didn't know Jared before this.
No,
right?
man, but like I said, I talked to him probably as much as my wife.
His sister said night.
You can speak louder.
Why is she going to sleep?
Tell people out there what's going on there. Like Gerald's reading the comments because we can't concentrate on that. But there's a lot of stuff going on there.
Yeah.
People chatter around there, and also share all this and like it. Keep liking it because the more you like it, the more it'll get out there, and the more this brawl and grudge match is gonna, you know, come, you know, be a big deal, man. Because, you know, this is a big thing for Brockton. Brockton's coming into...
It's heavy.
Even though it's you and Chad, because and you guys are both from the Brockton area.
Yeah, Megan Lindsay's from Brockton too, though.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think Westwood, because she's kind of this way.
She's from there too, so there's a lot of... I guess Rich was talking about after we do... Well, what do we have? February 3rd, we have the press conference.
Yeah.
Down at... I can't remember... Mazzoli's? Milano's, that's it. Kevin's a good guy, by the way. I honor that. But Rich is trying to put something together for maybe sometime after that in Brockton, which we should. You know?
Exactly. Go back there and show what this. I mean, you know, bring whoever wins that. You know, we got a champion, a heavyweight. We got the Godzilla, and we got
that's gonna be a good fight.
we got the Ghost. So, you know, who knows down the line, whoever wins that could be going to Brockton to face somebody there from the past Brawl For It Alls.
Dino's a classy guy, man.
Yeah.
He hit me up on Facebook and said, didn't know him from at home a while.
Yeah.
He's like, listen, good luck with your fight, blah, blah, blah. If you need help with a trainer, let me know. And
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I said, thank you, but I got two studs training me right now.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, you're all saying that.
Yeah.
We did. We were getting to that a little bit about the Brockton, and you know, we talked about size. But as far as who's training you, who took you into their gym? Like, how did you come across the gym that you're actually training at now?
Well, originally, my kids, both my kids are into Muay Thai. My 11 and 13-year-old,
Okay.
and they work out of Bishops. So
Big Muay Thai.
Yeah,
They
big Muay
fight
Thai,
on a lot of Muay Thai.
no boundary
events.
fights.
No boundary.
Yeah.
Muhammad,
Muhammad right there. No
Muhammad,
boundary,
baby.
He's a great dude, man.
Yeah.
Great instructor. My kids love him, you know?
Yeah.
He brought the beast out of my daughter. Like, my daughter wants to start fighting amateur this summer, you know?
There you go,
my
man.
son loves it. My son was a wrestler. My younger one was a state champion wrestler. And
Excellent.
Stuff, so
All right.
now
cool.
he's into Muay Thai. So I kind of hit up with Eddie at first. You know, I told Eddie about, what was going on, and he brought me kind of in under his wing at first, but it's kind of a lot going on there. You know, Eddie's got real busy, and he said Gerald and I were real close, and I just hit Gerald up right away. I'm like, "What's up, man?" I go, "I need you."
Yeah, exactly.
And I said, "How much?" I go, "How much?"
Take the sandwich away from me.
I go, "Bro," I need that diet. Like, what's up?
Yeah.
And for the first week, I was sending him pictures of everything I was eating just to prove it, you know. And I'm like, I'm going
Yeah.
through, like I said, 1 coffee and 1.5 gallons to 2 gallons of water a day, and that's all I drink and eat.
Well, you've been. I mean, you battled addiction and got through it. This is going to be
man.
kind of like what kind of battle is? I know addiction is like a huge, but you've made it through that. This is going to be a cakewalk for you to get in shape and get in there, and
Yeah, man, it's on a cakewalk because
I know.
them dudes take it out of me. And you know what? I've come to fall in love with boxing. Like,
Yeah.
seriously, like, I never really thought much of boxing. I mean, I watched it as a kid and stuff like that, but it never really interested me. You know, I'm more of a like roll on the ground MMA,
Yeah, exactly.
jiu-jitsu.
Use what I can in the
said
street.
there's a press conference on the 8th of the 9th.
Ah, see,
When is it?
8th of the 9th. he
Oh,
said.
we're doing the 8th and 9th.
well
in
in Brockton.
Oh, you guys got there's a one there too.
Yeah, that's what we said. Like we were talking about. So,
Excellent.
But like I said, I hit him up with pictures of what I was eating, and listen, I might swear a lot, but
Shut up, Tracy.
that's like. That's like the worst thing I got going on right now. I battled addiction. I got rid of drugs. I was never really an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Got rid of drugs. You know, I got rid of every other thing in my life that wasn't good. And food, all I had was fucking food, man.
Food is good.
Yeah, bro. And I like to eat, man. You know. So that was hard too because that was another addiction. Because I started, instead of eating to live, I started live to eat, man.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't even like shit. Got to the point where not even like donuts and stuff like that. But if we had donuts on the counter at like
It's
2 in the
just
morning, like
there.
I'd eat it. I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? I don't even like this stuff,
It's just
man.
there. you
So,
know.
but
Because your body's craving.
yeah,
Yeah,
man,
it's
it's just the
fucking-
mind, you
yeah.
know. So, but Joe got me on track, and I think I even surprised him when I was like every week I was sending him a picture of the scale.
Yeah.
He's like, no shit, you know. And we were training slow at first, and I was just doing mostly just cardio.
Yeah.
Because of Christmas, and plus my wife was so pissed that she's like, listen, don't take the thunder out of Christmas.
Exactly. Yeah.
She's a Christmas
the
freak.
Kids
So
want to eat some
yeah.
candy canes. This
No,
week.
not just that, like the thunder, because when I get on something, man, I get obsessed.
Oh, I see what you
Like
mean.
that's like this. Like once I got into this, I lost that 40 pounds because I get so obsessed.
Yeah.
So it's all I talk
It's
about.
also a big fight. It's a huge
Yeah.
fight, man. It's it's huge. I mean, you got your whole world
Yeah.
probably coming to see
I
this
get
fight,
people
man.
telling me if I don't win, my wife's telling me don't come home. I got dudes telling me don't come to the east side.
I told him.
Yeah. My house,
Yeah,
my house.
bro, I got people telling me don't even come back to work. Like I gotta have my work because I work in
That's
Providence. I'm
awesome.
not coming.
Excellent.
So yeah, it is a big fight, but it was like it's part of my PTSD, my issues.
Yeah.
I obsess.
Yes.
And it was to the point where she's like, listen, let me have fucking Christmas because she's such a Christmas
Yeah.
nut. And I had her back off a little bit, but day after Christmas, I was like, what's up
Right
right
there.
now? Right
Let's
now.
go.
Like no more just cardio, no eating. We gotta hit this, and we did. We hit it hard, and I kind of pulled back from Eddie because Eddie went on vacation, and like I said, he's got a lot going on.
Yeah.
Great dude, great organization, great place. My kids love it. I like it. I still go back there with him once in a while for just to work mitts.
Yeah.
But
And I'm a busy guy too.
yeah, he's busy, you know. And I
You're a
was
school teacher
I am a school teacher.
All right.
and a tattoo artist.
and a tattoo artist
Yeah.
So,
and a boxer
And a boxer.
and a very
A nasty
lots
boxer,
of
man.
credentials.
Yeah.
So my God, good.
So him and I got in with him, and I'm like, we got to figure something out. And he introduced me to his guy, and like, it wasn't like I liked it so much better because Bishop's is like open, run, and busy.
Yeah.
Like we work out in a garage.
yeah.
Oh,
one
yeah,
heavy
yeah.
bag, 2 mirrors.
And it's focused on
yeah,
you too,
it's
right
just
there.
him and I.
Yeah.
Him and I swapping off. Him and I sparring. Like,
Yeah.
not to be rude, man, but I have more apprehensive of sparring this kid than even fighting Chad.
I can
Like
imagine.
seriously, like You
Well,
know,
this kid,
But
you know,
I'll take.
Yeah, he's not upset.
I hope he win. You know, I want him
Yeah.
to win.
So,
I'm training him.
of course. I mean, you're gonna you got hit a little
Makes
bit
me
of
look
your
bad if I-
exactly. You want
Yeah.
you need
Yeah.
this guy better win.
Exactly.
You're losing a bundle. If
Yeah.
no.
I got him and I got Joe, and Joe's a maniac, man. Joe was like what I need. He's got that drill sergeant mentality in
Yeah.
me that even when I'm starting to get tired, you know, we're working 3-minute rounds. In 3-minute rounds with 30 seconds rest.
Yeah.
What we're doing, and you know, by the fourth, 5, 6, 7th one, and I'm sucking wins, and I start to lose it. You know, he gets it out of me, and I get that heart that I'll come in like a 30-second bang it out.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
Like that's why he liked me, because I had the heart.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Well, it shows, man. Yeah, you got
I
that.
have heart.
Yeah,
And I have that intestinal fortitude. You know, that
Yeah.
that testicular
Yes,
fortitude.
yes. big,
Do you
big
know how long
testicle.
the rounds are that he's fighting?
Only 2 minutes.
2-minute rounds.
Yeah, 3 2-minute.
I heard
rounds,
that, but
think.
then I heard that.
Did they bring him up?
Someone was saying 90-second. I think it was the eyebrow said something about 90-second.
Jared, a minute and a half? No, they're going to be 2 minutes. Jared, you got to go up a
Kenny
little
talking
bit.
shit.
Who's
My
talking
mouth,
shit?
man. Yeah, listen.
Who?
it is
Who's
what it
talking
is, bro.
shit?
Kenny.
Haters.
Who's Kenny?
I don't know, man. But listen, I don't
Oh,
talk.
is Kenny saying he's talking shit?
I've never
Is
talked
he?
shit on Facebook. I don't talk shit. I don't say I'm gonna bang him out. I don't say I'm gonna this. I don't say nothing. I've never even said the outcome. You guys want to talk? You know, Chad's always the one saying he's banging me out. I've never once talked shit about this fight.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first interview. I'm talking about myself, and we're talking about what's going on, you know,
Yeah.
and what we've done in life. But I won't predict the fight.
Richard said
2 minutes. I won't predict the fight. That's not
Thank
me.
you, Richard. Thank you.
I'm not
Richard Capiello, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna say I'm gonna break this dude's skull because I wouldn't
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
That's not me. I don't talk shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm more about, you know, I might be talking
It's-
now,
this
but
is business. Like
Yeah.
you're going in there, and you know, you. It started off defending your wife's, your wife's
That's
name.
the only
you know
reason
what I
why I'm
mean? Yeah,
fighting. Yeah.
exactly. And that's where you're staying. It's
Yeah.
like this is my goal, and this. It's all over. This is a big thing.
Yeah.
It takes a lot out of people. Not only do you have to train, people can't. They don't have that thick skin for social media. So not everyone
yeah.
can do what you're doing.
Oh, I don't have thin skin, man. People
Yeah,
talk shit. Call
exactly.
me fat. Call
Exactly.
me, Mr. Small Coat.
Because it's going to happen. Like these fights that are happening, you're going to become. If you're nobody, not saying you're not
Yeah.
anybody, but anyone can have that grudge. They become somebody weeks. And
Yeah.
leading up, they are
See, I
somebody
don't
when they
even want
come.
that, man.
Yeah,
like listen, I don't want this 5 minutes of fame.
But that's what I mean.
Yeah.
You can't. It's gonna be. It's
Yeah.
happening.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean. But you're focusing
Jared
that
wants us
out.
on the juice next week. He said.
Yeah.
Who's on the juice? You on the
Jared.
juice?
Yeah, he wants
Next
some
week,
juice.
yeah.
You two guys?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I don't go anywhere without Gerald.
Yeah,
was my
this is
man.
my man. Excellent. As far, just to give Jared Tilling as a plug, he's got a new podcast. I think it's happening on Wednesdays at 5 o'clock, called The Juice, and it's something Jared's going to be doing every week, talking about himself, this Brawl For It All, and probably having all the competitors on there doing kind of what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Giving a bunch of outlets, and social media is awesome, man.
Yeah, man, I'm not
And-
big
and
on
that's
it.
what we're talking about.
I'm
It's like-
surprised I'm talking this much. I told you it was me tough me to talk, and I
Yeah.
don't even know why I am, but I got comfortable.
Yeah,
Usually
exactly.
I don't talk until I get comfortable.
Well, you're not saying anything.
No.
You're staying humble and
I said,
respectful. It's
I would
nothing-
never say I'm going to do what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
It's just not me, man.
As far as you training him,
Mm-hmm.
what are you seeing out of this guy now? Actually, and we talked a little bit. He's never boxed. I mean, lots of street. Went to
Street
war.
fights.
Yeah, battled a lot. What do you see in this guy right now as far as boxing and stuff? Don't give anything away because I know this guy's going to be.
We're trying to be realistic.
Yeah.
We know that he's an older man.
Yeah.
He's not gonna.
Fuck you.
Older in the boxing.
No, I know.
And he's not. He's not gonna be. He doesn't have that in his head either.
He's not going to the Golden Gloves. Gloves like 2 months after that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He just doing this for this.
Yeah.
And we're training him for that. You
Yeah.
know, we're getting him in great shape. We're cutting his diet down. Basically, just I want him to be able to throw down for
Preparing
all
this
for
guy right here.
all 6 minutes of the fight. I
Yeah.
want him to be able to throw down.
And he's
And
getting there.
He's
man,
getting
right?
there. And
Yeah.
he's got a month left. And,
Yeah.
and by that,
That's
by
a
the
lot of
time
time, man.
By the time the fight comes,
Yeah.
he'll be ready.
Now, as far as you sparring with him
Mhm.
a little bit, how to get the other guys, just to give some people out there information, because there's going to be more Brawl For It Alls down the line.
Mhm.
People coming off the street to jump in a boxing ring who never been there.
Mhm.
How did you break them in? You know what I mean? How do you break the guy in? I mean, you got to
punched
mold
me.
here. You got to
Yeah.
mold here.
He was punching me
You
and
got
not
to
letting me
chisel
come back.
You got to chisel some concrete
Yeah.
off this guy.
No, trust me.
He just had punched me in the
he
head.
still
when he
needs
punched me.
work.
Yeah,
And it's coming along.
Yeah.
He's got a month. We'll get him there. He's not going to be perfect.
Yeah.
But nobody is.
No,
it's his
not in
first
that.
fight, and
Now looking at the last two events, I mean,
Yeah.
some people have some, they have that, but no one's pros in their fight, man.
No.
And sometimes leading halfway into the second round or something, there's haymakers that you can
That's
get
it.
thrown out of your whole
No.
game plan and everything.
I don't know your family.
What do you know? What do you see? Not to break down his boxing or anything,
Yep.
but you've seen him and stuff like that. Like, what do you think about Chad as a whole, as boxing and all that?
I actually don't. I've been to one of his fights.
Yeah.
I think it was
That's getting nasty.
Oh, is it? What are they going at it in there?
Yeah.
Let them go at it in there.
992 all the way,
Let
Mark.
them go at it in there. You guys can comment all you want,
I
man.
actually went to Chad's first fight.
Yeah.
And that's the one he broke his nose and had to they called the fight after the first round.
Okay.
Or whatever. So that I didn't really get
Yeah,
to
you
see
didn't get
it. You know, there was
Yeah.
it was like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And I didn't get to go to the second one.
Well, that's a good sign. He had a broken nose in the first 30 seconds.
Yeah,
and
I know all about breaking my nose.
Yeah.
My nose.
I've had mine.
shattered,
I've had
so-
my nose
Yeah.
kicked, so busted open, man. It's-
But basically, I don't know enough about his boxing game.
Yeah.
I just know that he
Are you watching him a little bit to get a game plan from? But
I've
there's not much out
I
there.
know, there's not
Yeah.
much out
In the
there.
beginning
Yeah.
it was though. I've studied him.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling him. I study my enemy. Right now he's my enemy.
Yeah.
And I told him I downloaded his fights from YouTube.
All right, good, man.
I watch him. I study my enemy. I know what's going on. That's why my stuff's not out there.
Were then my fights that I put?
Maybe-
Domenico 101 MMA on YouTube,
Yeah.
people. There's a plug right there, will you?
I watched-
I actually, on my YouTube channel, for everyone out there, I got a whole section for Brawl For It All. I got all the headliners, interviews with Jared, interviews with other fighters, interview with Chad himself, a couple of
Yeah.
them. So if you go to my YouTube channel and put in Domenico 101 MMA and then Brawl For It All,
Yeah.
everything's in there. So, you can actually watch Chad's last fight in there. I think I got that on there.
Yeah, you might have helped him meet his demise, bro.
There's nothing wrong with that, man.
I study my opponents, man. I tell him that. I'm like, listen,
whatever
that's why
I can
you
do to get a competitive fight, bro.
They've asked to put me online. And he's like, oh, put some. It ain't happening, dude. That's why do you think I'm in a garage? Because people.
You're
take
Rocky, man. You're freaking Rocky.
No, I'm Mr. T in this part, man.
Are you Mr. T?
Remember Rocky Part 3?
Yeah. When
Rocky was in like the Sheridan and
Yeah.
having his photo shoot.
And Mr. T, yeah, he was doing them pull-ups with the
Yeah.
T-shirts.
He's having
Grab
photo
something.
shoots and Mr. T's in the garage.
We're showing our age right now.
I know, bro. It's classy though.
At least you
That's
say-
classy.
at least you say Rocky 3. If
Yeah.
you say Rocky 1, the people
Oh, they
are like,
wouldn't
what
know,
the fuck?
man.
Grandfathers are around.
Yeah, bro.
So,
And that's how I feel at this point. Like, there's just so glitz and glamour, and that's cool. That's him. He likes that stuff.
Yeah.
He likes that fame. I don't. You know what I mean? I don't like that.
You're in there to just set.
I'm in there to
Honor,
defend my
basically
wife,
honor.
man. Like,
And that's it. And
listen, if someone talks shit about me, I would have told them I'll meet them in the backyard sometime, some whatever. I'll
Yeah,
see
exactly.
you someday,
Settle it there.
You don't take my wife into that, man. You don't bring my wife into anything. You don't bring my children into anything. That's just wrong. And even though Chad and I don't like each other,
Yeah.
there's been stuff said on posts where people go into about Chad and his son and stuff, and I'm like, listen,
Yes, keep that
I'll
shit
mess
out
with Chad, and I'm like,
Yeah.
listen, I deleted that
Yeah.
shit. That shit wasn't like,
you can't. That's the. See,
Yeah.
that's where I touched on a little bit about the social media, how that can get, because there you see people get a little nasty. They
Yeah.
start bringing people in, and you just want to fight, but that's part
Yeah.
of this, social
I
media,
get it.
side against side,
And I
kind
can
of
play
thing.
that. I can play
Yeah.
that. I got no problem. You
Yeah.
can talk all the shit
Yeah.
about me you want. Listen, I might not be a boxer, but listen, if you want to see records as far as awards and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah.
goes, I'll show you some crap that'll spin your head, man.
But he's becoming a boxer.
Exactly.
And he's throwing.
You are
Nice
by your
combination.
sanction. You're going to be a USA
Yeah.
sanctioned boxer.
Yeah, I got my.
So, yeah, so
Yeah.
you
He
are.
misses very well.
There's a high percentage of the world can never say that.
No.
I jumped in a ring
Yeah.
and I actually went
And almost-
at it.
and almost 40 years old for the first
Exactly,
time,
and
you know?
off the couch basically,
Yeah.
and went in there and did it. Let's talk a little bit about all the people are on board with you a little bit now. You're getting
I get sponsors.
the sponsors.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's where I say, like, I talked a little bit about you could start off as kind of nobody in the game.
Yeah.
And once you get on social media and you get a little backing, it
10 years
takes it.
didn't have it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
What the
I'm saying
What was I doing wrong?
I'm saying these motherfuckers. I was on the show with Jared yesterday. He's like talking about sponsors and this guy's got a toothpaste company going at him. I'm like, you motherfuckers, I can't even get Kool-Aid to fucking get a free drink.
I get some good sponsors, man. You know what? I stayed with the local businesses. I had a couple of other like big things that I was gonna do, but I stayed local. Like, you know, two of my buddies, you know, Rich Dakotas, Nick Metis from Vape Lifestyle. Like, they were on board. As soon as they found out about my fight, they hit me up. They're like, "Listen, we want to sponsor you. You know, we got you. You know." Yeah, you know they're good dudes too, man. They only a bunch of stores, good guys. You know, also
I like vapors too. I can.
Yeah, also in recovery and big in the recovery community. Like, they're big dudes on that, you know. And then I have U.S. Metal, a close friend of the family. So she found out what was going on. She was all about it, you know. Christina and I'm trying to think who else do I have. Who else do I have sponsors? Oh, I can't forget my boys. Shed When You're Dead, the Beard Bomb Company with Mike Smith and Dennis Smith. Mike's been a savior, man.
He's acting as kind of your spokesman a little bit while you're training, kind of like a manager in training, because he's never
awesome, bro.
He never managed kind of something like this,
you know
except for
he has the Sober Society where he has that. I think it's okay, don't quote me.
But not a fighting kind of thing.
It's musicians, addicts for musicians or something like that. Okay. Like, he's got a lot of different brands and stuff, you know, but kid's been on top of it, man. No matter what, I'm like, I want to do this, and the kid's like making my entrance song.
Yeah.
Like, I want to do this, and the kid's like ordering my shirts.
That's
and,
so funny.
Like, his cousin Dennis was my boy, and like I met this kid day one, and he's like, let's do this.
Awesome. You know, it's funny because when I was first talking to you, you know, maybe a couple of weeks ago when we were planning on an interview, you hit me up. You go, "Hey, Steve, when are we going to get that interview? Like, when are we going to?" I said, "I'm getting my room ready and we'll do it." And you said, "Well, I'm just checking in because my manager's booking me stuff." And I was almost spit my coffee out.
Yeah, you said something like, "Your manager."
I was like, "My manager," because I can't even get a manager to fucking do a shopping list for me.
Listen, bro,
That's
fucking ridiculous. I'm telling you. Listen, I'll introduce you to Mike Smith.
Yeah, Mike Smith, man. Fucking
like, seriously,
call someone up for me,
kid, bro. Like, he's taking my stuff and going crazy with it, and he's awesome. You know what I mean? Like, we talk between him, Jared, and him. Like, I don't even think I talk to my family that much. Like, these three people, you know.
Well, that's the Brawl For It All, concept too is like it makes everyone kind of a family too. You know what I mean?
Jared says promote. He wants to promote
it is.
Family,
it's like because not many people are getting in this. It's a new thing and it's taking off. So you guys fighting now on it are the structure, and you're the platform for it to. Build it. I mean, you're not in it for you're not in there, but you're going to be you're going to be mentioned in it years to come from now. Who knows? You win this fight, or you're going to win this fight, as you're going to say. You might have to defend that belt, or I don't know what's going to happen. We'll never know. When you're feeling that,
listen,
your dad's going to say, "Hey, you know what, Jared, I want to hear your freaking comment. This guy wins. You think he's riding off into the sunset?"
Yeah, I might be still being around in there, but you know what? It's one and done, man. Like, this is the only reason I'm even fighting at this age is because of my wife.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, I'll keep training because I've actually fallen in love with it.
You're going to still box and still, because this guy's going to need a big dude to hit.
We're going to get him back in the ring.
Well, how old are you?
Someday, maybe 30.
Oh, you're fucking young as fuck,
man. We're going to get him back. He's trying to train back with me,
you know? I'm
happy he's training because it's getting me back.
Hey, Jimmy Birchfield Jr., this dude.
He's an
I
animal,
was trying last year to fight for him, but
no shit. They got an event coming. I mean, it's too late now, but they got a bunch of shit going on. Jimmy Jr., Gerald, what's your last name?
Shafoni.
Shafoni. Gerald Shafoni, look him up.
Kid's a fucking animal, man.
Awesome. And 30 years old, school teacher, tattoo artist. Come on, what's better on a poster?
This kid, man, I'm telling you, the two of us, and he's like, I called him on Saturday. I'm like, I'm coming. He goes, fucking hurry up because I'm sore and miserable.
I gotta get this.
He's getting me back in the too.
I'm like,
that's what it does too. When you talked about your wife wants to. This shit feeds on everybody.
Yeah, it does.
It does because you don't know it, but you're inspiring people out there to want to be able to do this, and not even have to go fight in a ring to do it. You're showing that you could come from like the worst part of your life
for Mike
and do it. What's that?
What's that?
He goes 3 times.
There's 4, Mike. He was a 4-time Golden Glove. Nah, you know what?
Talking about you?
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's funny, too, because you know what? Chad and I had our words on things. Chad says he's going to bang me out. First it was the first round, second round, whatever. Next will be the third round. But, you know, it is what it is, you know? But him and I have at this point that it's that mutual respect. We're just going to bang it out, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? But it's everybody else blowing this shit up even more, like running their mouths on things, you know?
Yeah.
And it's some stuff that's owed to the people that they're receiving it, and there's people that don't know what's going on and they just kind of run their mouths,
Yeah,
you know?
understand.
And it's not even Chad and I anymore. Like I said, the most he talks shit about is he's gonna, I guess, put me on my ass. But you know, if IED bombs can't put me on my ass, brother, I don't think he can, man.
There you go.
You know, that's my biggest thing right there. But I said I won't say who's gonna win or who's gonna lose, but I'm just letting him know.
But you're gonna win.
Yeah.
It's fucking
He'll tell you.
Gerald's got his,
Listen, he's holding the mitts for me, dearly. He'll tell you, bro.
We gotta put a wager at Jimmy Jr.
Listen.
If he wins, this guy gets a fight.
Remember, I was
He's traded him.
I was training at 295, 285,
Yeah.
275. And now I'm training at 255.
Yeah.
And I'm a lot faster at this point. Like I even feel it. My cardio's up there. You know?
Of
I'm
course.
feeling good. You know.
Now, what is the weight? I mean, after a certain weight, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Gap,
I don't
right?
know.
Trace says you're winning, you're being single.
My wife's running her mouth. Dude.
Oh, your wife out there?
Yeah, she said if
I'm friends with her.
Tracy.
Tracy. Good job with this
She
guy.
said if I
Good
don't
job
win, I'm
with this.
single. That's what I'm moving with.
He can live in
Clubhouse,
here.
92.
He can live in here. I need someone in this place.
He said I don't know this dude, but he said he's gonna
Yeah,
run his mouth
right.
out of respect for you. I don't know, but
You're gonna read. You know what? You're gonna
He's a
read.
good
You'll
shit.
read these comments later, and you'll be able to answer people and stuff.
You know,
if
my thing is if they're running them out, they're running them out.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thick-skinned. Listen,
Yeah.
I've been to war and back. I've been shot at. I've shot people. You know, the little shit talking here ain't gonna hurt me.
Not
you
at
know?
all.
Fat man and a little
good.
coat shit, that don't bother me. I'm a fat fuck.
I get called skinny all the time.
Listen,
I hate it.
I call him a
Fucking
fat
hate
fuck.
it.
Listen, my trademark is people joke around like if fat boy's hungry. Like,
There
don't
you go.
bother me,
Fucking,
man.
I mean, no, yeah.
Fuck it.
Fucking-
So you know, it is what it is, man.
You're gonna
Like,
have to get a new nickname. You're not gonna be the fat boy again.
I'm always be a fat boy.
Are you?
Listen, dude,
Maybe chubby.
Fat kid already got his fucking.
Fat kid.
I already know what I'm eating. The
Fat
February
kid.
18th. Like, how bad is that? But I'm going back on my diet. But I'm getting me a fat boy's getting a Greek pizza. on the
Yeah,
18th,
fucking
so.
that. Is that when is this? When is this?
February 18th. I'm getting
You'll
that Greek
go-
pizza.
That's where you go.
Yeah.
That's
I'll
your
eat
thing.
for a day, 2 days maybe, and then I'm right back on my diet.
Yeah, exactly.
I got a cruise
I
coming
can
up,
see-
brother.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, my son, my oldest son's an awesome kid.
20, how old?
He's
20?
17.
17.
He's my oldest is 23. She's a female.
Okay.
A girl.
Fat
Female.
boys, huh?
I got a son, 24.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and she's
so-
a good kid too, man. Like I said, I locked down on kids,
Yeah.
man. Like my younger one is between my brother, and if anyone knows my brother-in-law Michael,
Yeah.
and knows me, he's a mixture of both of us.
Okay.
He's a smart kid, but he's a little bastard, but I love him, you know.
That's awesome.
But my son Devin, my 17-year-old, is just an unbelievable kid, man.
Good.
Great baseball player, a great, nice kid, and you know, we asked him, you know, instead of a lame ass graduation party, what do you want to do? And you know, my wife came with the idea, let's go on a 7-day cruise, and we booked it, you know.
Excellent.
So that's his the 6 months.
When is that now?
That's into July, man.
All right, so
psyched,
okay,
you know.
cool.
So I got to get that.
You'll have your 6
No, I'll tell the dad bod. Flip back, like, you know, I don't want to make my wife
never
jealous.
know. You might be defending the belt. You never know.
Yeah, no, I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. Like, she made me promise, so you know.
Jared does the way. Hey, you got to win the fight.
Jared's gonna have to
We
work.
got to see what happens after
Jared's
that.
gonna have to talk my wife into it.
So we're getting out. Look, I was loving it. We're getting on an hour now.
Yeah.
The last thing I want to really touch on is like, what do you think about
My beard.
Well, we'll
Oh,
talk.
I get
Well,
it.
you know, you can. Who shaved that? Who did that for you?
My boy Shane Owens. This kid, I'm telling
Is
you.
that your man?
Talk about a fade.
Well, maybe he should fight Chad's buddy there.
Oh, his side chick. I mean, kick.
That's fucking awesome. I thought you slipped last time. You
No,
really
that was a
did that on
slip,
purpose.
yeah, that was on
He's a
purpose.
barber too, I think.
Is he a barber?
Cuts
No, man,
He's probably gonna be talking shit about your beard right
He's already
now.
talking shit, man. He's been talking shit, and listen.
Maybe you should get your how big's your barber?
My barber's skinny. He's a good
For what?
dude, man. Good.
Fuck.
Nah, he's on fire. He's little, man. He's a good dude. Shane Owens is a good dude. Amazing barber.
Awesome.
Great friend of mine, but he ain't a fighter, man.
Excellent. Let him
But
fucking-
but listen, if that kid wants, I could probably match him up with a couple people.
There you
man.
go. Maybe Brawl For All. What's the
Maybe
name?
my
Six.
maybe my 6'6"
I
cousin
might
coming
be.
in.
I'm not.
You know? I'm telling you, I get people. Listen, let's just work on 5 now.
As far as the are you paying attention to anything else as far as the other fighters on the card? I mean, I know you talked to the Ghost.
Yeah,
he reached
good,
out to you.
classy dude, man.
He is. They're all like really good.
Godzilla, I haven't talked to, but I did friend request. But he seems like a good
gallant.
Seems like a good dude. The girl fight, I'm excited for the girl fight.
Yeah.
Team Megan.
And you know me, because you said she was in the Brockton area.
Yeah,
I'm going to be into, just to let everyone know out there, I'll be interviewing all these people.
Yeah.
They're all be coming in. Chad will be dying to get in here by next week to talk. And I'm going to have Megan in there. We already talked. And, I'll get Anita in here.
Now that young kid, too. That young kid's fighting, right? It's
somebody's cousin or
cousin.
nephew or a cousin.
I think Gallant's cousin.
He made it out yesterday.
Yeah.
He made a call out.
And the Pruitt fight, he got a new. Whoopi, I don't know his name, but
I don't know.
I just know the joke. They were calling him Whoopi.
He was.
No disrespect, brother. I just don't know his name.
No, it's all right. But
the lion just came on, bro.
Oh,
the lion just got here.
Did he just get on here?
Yeah, he just got here.
We're gonna go another 10 minutes or so with this guy.
Jesus, the lion's
he's gonna backtrack.
Dino's cousin. That's his.
All right, cool. Dino's cousin's gonna be fighting. So, you are the co-main event at this point, right?
Yeah, we got.
You were the main event. Yeah. You were the co-main event.
Those two dudes are champions. Yeah. Let them have their shine.
Well, we didn't know they were. That kind of was because John Godzilla. He was mending an injury, So, but he's
good.
He's toughing it out. He's getting there. Yeah,
they're 2 bold champions from this area. Let them have their shine. Like, listen, I'm not about that fame. As soon as my fight's over, we're probably out of the building.
Yeah,
like
you guys are sparring bitches.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Good.
That goes at you, man.
You're gonna need more of that, Chad.
That goes at you.
All right.
Chad,
that goes at you. Awesome.
Yeah.
So
I don't think Chad deny to spy you at one time or another. I don't know.
I thought we were supposed to spar.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted any of that. No, maybe.
Well,
I don't think. Listen, I don't think he wanted it because I don't even want to spar with a kid. I'm telling you.
Nice.
Kid's nasty. But yeah, man, a lot of respect to them guys. You know, there's gonna be some good fights that night, and looking forward to it. Real pumped for it, man.
Excellent. You said you were gonna go. You did have tickets or something to go to his last fight at Brawl For It All?
We did, yeah.
Did you go to it? I know it was. No, we had to go the next day.
Something happened where man, I forget what happened. My wife.
Well, the show was it had a rain date the next day.
Spar teachers.
Oh, that's fucking
asshole.
Yeah. Those spa teachers.
Oh,
but you were supposed to go, but you'd never been to one of these, correct?
No, I've been to fights. I went to
no, not the Brawl For It All.
No,
the one in
I've been to Brawl For It All. I went to was it Bridgewater one? The last one in Bridgewater. Actually, we were going to go to Golden Gloves the other night, but we just didn't make it. I had to.
But as far as the Brawl For It All, you haven't been to that. So
I watched a lot of them. Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be. It's going to be packed, man. You're going to be fighting.
Well, when I took on the
fight,
when they told me there was fighting, I thought I was fighting at like the Plymouth Memorial Hall, where it holds like 500 people. So small, you know. They told me the Civic Center. I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's a big.
Yeah, that's a lot of people, man.
And they had, they had their last 2 events in Rhode Island outside. They lucked out. On the first one, it was in July. That was a beautiful, it did rain a little bit at the end.
Yeah.
And then they had their next one in Woonsocket, which, outside again, they chanced it. This time, there's no worry about anything. So tickets.
No snow, man.
Yeah.
Screw a lot of snow.
That's like the percentage of that happening on that night.
I'm just pumped. I don't care.
You're in New England, man. Yeah. Snow's fucking part of the game.
I'm all about this fight. Having a good time. Looking forward to training. Looking forward to getting in that ring. And listen, I got 2 of the greatest trainers there are. Like I wouldn't put myself in the hands of anybody else at this point.
Excellent.
I'm comfortable with my trainers, and I think that's a big thing.
So we're just under 4 weeks away.
Yeah.
What's left for you now? Not as far as training. You got a lot of interview. You got a lot of shit going until then. A lot of stuff on the internet. What's next for you in the next week or 2? What do you got going on?
My manager should hit in right about now. I'm pretty sure this Sunday we got I don't even know the radio station.
But you were on a radio, like
damn right,
you're jumping on radio stations. So what's that?
No, Matt White.
Yeah, we got a radio station. Oh Jesus,
are they talking shit?
Yeah, we're 92, brother, right there.
Awesome.
But he just I got a radio interview coming up on Sunday.
Yeah.
I guess we're on the juice now on Wednesday.
There you go.
I'm trying to think. We had a couple other things coming up too. I'm trying to think what else it is. Jesus, like this kid keeps like. I don't even know where he is, but this kid keeps my stuff.
He's still
he's
there,
awesome,
and he keeps
man.
So you accompanying him most of the time, whenever,
Yeah.
Whenever, I
As
mean,
much
you
as I
got a
can.
lot going
I
on
do.
too. You're a full-time
I told him that.
teacher.
That's why I
Not
brought
just
him
that,
on
man. He's
here.
had a baby. Like,
Oh,
Mike,
right,
his girl's had a
congratulations,
baby.
my man.
Thanks, man.
Like, so, like, I feel bad because he says he wants to come. I'm like, dude, can you? Because
Yeah, you got to do your
he's
thing,
working,
yeah.
comes to me, does tattoos.
But he has other people helping him out
Yeah.
too.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
in good
That's
hands,
why I
but,
set him
yeah.
up with my old trainer
Yeah,
as well,
yeah.
because I know he's around, and when I'm not, he can be there for him.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I get so much respect for this kid. Like I said, his girl period, like for her to put up with this crap that we're
Yeah.
taking away from, Christy's a real nice chick, she's a good chick.
Yeah.
And to put up with Gerald period, she's a good chick.
God bless her.
But to put up with just having a baby less than a month ago,
Yeah.
And this kid's dealing with the
What
whole-
grade? What
High
did
school.
you teach high school?
Yeah.
Well, at least you kicked the shit out of him.
Oh man.
Yeah, high school.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Excellent, man. Well, I'm glad you're doing really good. I'm glad I friggin' met you.
Yeah, it's about time.
We're gonna be talking, halfway in a couple of weeks down the road. We'll do a chime in,
Yeah,
a little phone thing, seeing how, because this chatter going back and forth. I'm gonna have
Yeah.
chat on here. So
I'm cutting my social media down here.
Yeah, excellent.
Like even he said to me at the beginning, he goes, just get rid of Facebook.
I told him to get
I
rid
just
of it.
can't.
it's tough.
I just can't because of tickets and
Yeah,
shit and stuff,
Jared wants you a little
Yeah,
out there,
I gotta
but you
go-
can focus out of that.
Yeah.
You got your buddy there. What's his name again, Mike?
Yeah, I got Mike Smith taking
Yeah,
care
you
of a lot
got
of
him
it,
doing
so,
a lot of
yeah.
that stuff. So he's contacted people.
Yeah, we're down to the wire,
Yeah, I
so.
related with. We were relaying stuff
Oh, he's a great
together.
dude,
So
man. Like I said, he just.
I'll reach out to him if I need to talk to you
Yeah.
and get stuff going.
I just got to focus. It's just training.
Yeah,
man.
definitely.
I'm up at 4:00 in the morning doing cardio. I work from 6 to 2:30.
Yeah.
Then I'm with him there, and then I work. By the time I get back, like when I get out of here tonight, I got to work a couple more hours.
Yeah, yeah. I
I'm
mean,
blessed to be
you
able to work
managed
at
to get
home.
here,
Yeah.
man. Like I
was glad we did
which
it
is
early
great.
so I can get
It's
my hours in,
excellent. I like doing it earlier. People having
Yeah.
dinner, watching us, spitting their food out, and
Yeah, talking
whatever.
shit.
Yeah, exactly. Throwing forks around. Whatever
Oh,
they
the
do.
lion's talking. What's the
What's
lion
he saying?
saying?
Talking shit to Mark.
What?
I don't know.
So your boy is getting knocked out, Mark. So, oh,
Who's it? Matthew? I don't know
I don't
Darrah,
know.
but I'm going to run my mouth out of respect for Gerald.
Don't even.
Derek, that's my boy right there. All my people are coming in.
I can't read that.
Listen,
Yeah, I grew up with Matt. And I
No,
grew up with
Mark.
Mark.
Mark's my
so
dude right
you got
there.
all these people coming in. What is Brockton? What is the feeling? Because this
Kenny, why are you worried if I'm single? You gonna be hitting on me too, dude? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about how single I'm gonna be, bro.
We're going back to
I'm
that.
definitely going back to my family. Trust and believe that.
It's fun. I like this. Just look at
Yeah.
the freaking comments.
Let's do it, Sam, with the sim-
All right, we're gonna
sim-
look at the comments for a minute. We're gonna read
Yeah.
back. Are these live? The same thing that's going on right now? Are these are these the? He might have the newer ones, but these are like ones from before.
Kenny, you might talk shit too, but no one brings in kids. I don't play that game at all. We can joke back and forth about stuff, man, but not my children, and definitely not Chad's children. That's out of bounds.
Kenny Robinson, go to bed, clown.
That's-
I didn't say
that's my
that, but
brother,
I don't know
man.
who you are. Who's Kenny Robinson?
I don't know.
Oh, these are guys that just.
I guess
all
he's
right,
a
cool.
clown.
This is excellent, man.
I don't know. That's
Awesome.
my brother. That's my
Fucking
family
love it.
coming in now.
I wish I could have looked at.
Yeah, man.
I'm glad I had Gerald.
That's
in
like
here.
old.
Mike Peach is like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
These
is
are
it?
the newer ones,
Yeah,
right?
Oh, man.
I
Yeah,
saw
they're
I
old.
saw that stuff like 2 minutes.
Yeah, that was a while
minutes
ago.
Oh, all right, my bad.
Yeah.
I guess I'm talking shit late.
No,
but-
that's all right. You got to read.
Mike
answer
Peach
him
is talking
anyway.
about pizza. Mike, we're going to get that pizza, buddy.
That's awesome. So you got Brockton coming into Rhode Island.
Yeah, man.
And take
Force,
kinda-
bro.
kinda take it over.
I get my boy Corey Montero from the east side putting together buses and putting together hotel rooms
Are
to get these
you
people. I
kidding?
swear to God, man.
This is
He,
friggin' awesome.
you know what the thing is? He's
Dude,
not even
I-
tagging me about it. He's just putting it out on Facebook, like doing his own. He's like, hey, who's going to Darrah's fight? I'm getting together buses, like transportation,
Get
we
these
got
people to
rooms.
follow me, man.
I'm telling you,
Fucking-
man, like,
I'm
I get-
interviewing everybody, man. Well, they're following me now. Hey, everyone out there, join Domenico 101 MMA's Facebook like page. Find that somewhere and go like
Chopping
it.
like an oak tree.
Nah, not oak anymore. Maybe spruce. I'm not as big as an oak anymore.
Guy's trimming down, man. He's got 4 more weeks.
Listen, I'm
We're good.
255 right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to get down about 10 more pounds, 245.
Yeah,
Cut that weight, lift a little bit heavier, and then cut back to, what do we say, 250? Going about 250.
there you go. I don't know what Chad's going to be coming in at, but
155.
he's eating potato chips right now. I
You
think
better
he's
put
trying to
water
get
in
up
his
there.
boots, too. Man. It's fucking- you better bring a lot more than 210.
It's fucking. And he did fight a heavier guy last. I think Matt Gill weighed in heavier than him.
I'm going to be sparring, I think, with
Are they
his
not as
boys.
strict with the weight
Matt
classes?
Gill, you're going to be fighting.
I can't say that. We don't know Matt Gill.
Yeah.
We're actually going with Schubert, and then
Sean Schubert.
Yeah,
Sean Schubert, you watch him, man? That's my boy right there. Sean Schubert fighting Lion Fight 40.
He's an animal too, man.
February 3rd. Sean Schubert, brother.
He's
love you, brother.
He's got work for
them as well.
Are you Red Seal?
Yeah,
Red Seal
his whole family, his mother, his sister,
No shit.
Actually, my boy Mark, Mark Germano and them are real close.
Sean just won a title.
Kid's an animal. I've never met him.
I went to he's knife fights, stick fights. He does it all. That guy. He's
like right off the rip's been offering
poke
me
your eyes out on the street if you get in a street fight with him.
Yeah.
He's telling me he's got big dudes to go with me, so I'm hoping. I'd like to go against who Chad fought.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying for.
Matt Gill's a good guy, man.
I heard he's got a chance to get heavy-handed, so I'm looking forward to it.
You can get a feel for him because
I'm all about it,
Chad felt.
Listen, I'm not afraid to take a hit. He'll tell you
exactly. You've been through a lot of fucking
not just
shit,
that,
man.
I let this kid hit me and I can't hit back
Yeah.
sometimes. He got me in the forehead a couple of times.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, he's getting in
Love
shape
him,
too.
bro.
He might have to fight for
Yeah.
down the line for somebody.
Like I can take that hit. I'm not afraid to get hit.
Excellent. Well, we're going to wrap it up, man.
Sounds good,
We're
man.
going to get it wrapped up, and I want you to be able to answer
It's
some
getting late. I'm a
comments.
school teacher. I gotta get home.
Yeah, exactly. You got homework to grade.
I got fucking shit to grade.
All right,
That's my fucking bedtime.
last thing. How do we? I know you got tickets to sale. You're selling them off the fucking
man, and-
everywhere, and you got shirt. You got a lot of shit working. So throw that out there.
Yeah,
How we
check
get in touch
out
with all
my
that
shirts,
shit?
man. I got
You can turn around. Show me back too.
enter your logo here. Made my shirts. They tore it up. I don't know if you can make
Sure.
it.
Yeah, they can see it right there.
Back support. I got all my sponsors there. You can get a hold of me. You can get a hold of Mike Smith. They got shirts. I got shirts. They came out good. I even got my Ranger tab, my Airborne Ranger tab on the side. I got this is just a personal. I don't have hoodies yet, but I'll have them. If you want
you
hoodies, I'll
talked
order
about
them.
same thing with me.
Hoodies are just
You
too
need 'em.
expensive.
Exactly.
Man.
Order them
Let's get
as
it.
you need them.
But I got shirts. I got 2X. I got 3X. Great prices. $20 for 1X and below. 2X and above 25. I got shirts going out to Germany.
I
got shirts going out to California. Who else? What else? Texas.
Like you said, you're a superstar.
Yeah, bro. No, you know that?
Yeah.
That's all my
We
Airborne
can't
brothers.
get on a fucking Kleenex
No,
box.
nah,
These
man.
guys fucking got
Listen,
shirts going to Germany.
those are my Airborne brothers. Those dudes, besides this kid right here and a couple kids I grew up with, and my family, those dudes are the most solid fucking kids you'll ever meet.
I
I
gotta let
haven't
you
seen them
know.
in 20 years, man, and these kids will still, to this day, if I ask them to come here and help me, like we had a buddy that passed away from brain cancer a few months ago, and like we all rallied together over it,
It's close.
And these are dudes that I met in '97, like when I graduated high school, and like they still support the hell out of me.
And here's the thing, we keep getting, but this brings people together, like from the neighborhood, because like the one that we had in July, in the Last Resort, that was like a family, kind of like a family community reunion.
Yeah.
People who were there that hadn't seen each other for 25 years going to this fight. So that's something this event also helps out.
Yeah.
Reconnections within the community in your past.
I get a buddy that says he's coming out from Texas. Like a buddy from down there. Like I said, I get these people that are just like, send me shirts.
Yeah.
And, it's bringing a lot of people together. And a lot of people I haven't seen for a long time that like I haven't even talked to. That as soon as they hear it, they're like, East Side.
There you go, man.
It might sound corny, man, but
that's part of it.
Yeah.
When we had the other one, it was like one side kind of the street against the other side of the street, and that's what kind of this brings us all
Hatfield
together.
McCoy type of thing.
Yeah, and everyone wins.
Oh, sure.
Whoever wins, their whole community wins.
Yeah.
Everyone's like got the bragging rights and everything. But the biggest thing, which we don't know if it's going to happen, is after the fight. It's the grudge. They're usually squashed at that point.
Not my grudge ain't
There you
squashed
go.
until
So-
something happens. We've already
Alright.
discussed that.
All right.
Until things happen.
Well, you can announce that
Until
after
but
the
my
fight,
main
you know
thing
what I mean?
is that one thing needs to happen, and then I need to find out who threatened my wife.
Okay.
Because you know what? I don't believe it was Chad, but I know he knows who it was.
When he defends his title.
So once I find out who listen, God
I'm
help,
saying the same
God,
thing with Chad when
I'll tell you right now,
when Chad defends his title.
God help that fucking person when I find him.
There you go, man.
That's all I gotta say.
All right.
No one threatens my fucking family.
Well, Jared will find him.
Oh, good. Yeah, he probably will. Jared's already fucking on the inside looking for him right now.
Jared's got an APB.
He's got that brow working right
fucking
now.
everything. He's got the network going.
Man, like
They
I
were
said.
putting together fights yesterday at the friggin' the thing. But I know you got to get out of here.
Yeah,
You got to
bro.
train. Last thing, Gerald. Shout out. What the hell you want to go on? You're a teacher, tattoo artist.
Yeah.
You're getting back. You're a pro boxer. How long will it take you to get back in fighting shape if you got serious?
I gotta get okayed by the doctors
Yeah.
first. But if I can get okayed by the doctors, a couple months.
So you're looking to fight though down the line.
It's a possibility.
Jimmy Jr. watching one last thing. Gerald over here. Look at down the line. He's training this guy. We'll see how this guy does on the 17th, February 17th, and then. I'll get Gerald. I'll promote you. I'll get you out there.
I'll help get in front of Gerald because that comeback can be crazy.
Well, you'll be in his corner.
Absolutely, man.
That's good. You can get me some sponsors.
Yeah.
Hey, fucking
we'll work sponsors out, brother.
Can we borrow yours?
Yeah, you might, man. No, my one sponsor, Vape Lifestyle, them dudes sponsor a Bellator fighter too.
Well, come see me because I'm probably interviewing that goddamn guy.
I'm telling you, man. Good people all sponsor me, man.
All right.
They all treat me good. Oh, yeah, you know, I never get the shout out. The Shed for Your Dead, the Beard Bomb.
Yeah, throw that out there.
Them guys are awesome. Dennis, NCU logo here. Lisa Domenico, awesome. I just got to give him a sponsor.
Who?
Lisa Domenico.
That's my last name.
Not Domenico. Lisa Domenico. Is that how you say that?
That's how you spell it? What the hell's Lisa Domenico?
Yeah, Lisa Domenico. I think it's a little bit different.
Like that?
No, it's a little different.
All right.
But she's from. Where's she from? Like Randolph. But she has all types of the businesses. NCU logo here. Yeah,
she should hook me up. I think it's kind of close.
It's DI though.
Yeah, there's a lot. That's a little strange.
Yeah, so I got her. Like I said, I got
saying
shit. I gotta give shout out to my people though. I mean, these people have been there for me, man. They've done a lot of things for me.
Stop abusing. This is red. Like they're talking mad
That's my
shit
boy,
out there.
Max, my boy.
Holy cow! I can't wait to read these comments.
Another dude that's a ride or die. Like these kids are coming out of the woodwork for me, man. It's so much love. Especially with you don't see these people, and then they come and they just show you that love, man.
Exactly.
Especially when you're feeling that lonely bit of life sometimes, and it's good, man.
It keeps you going, man. It keeps you,
the love alone I've been
shown,
shit,
man.
like,
you want to make
people
happy.
My thing is my heart's real big, and I get in trouble because I'm so overly. I put a lot into relationships.
Yeah.
I don't trust a lot of people, and I don't bring a lot of people in close. But when I do, even for a relationship, I love hard.
Yeah.
It hurts, and it feels good to now know that these people are actually showing love back, that I have that,
Excellent. Like
I said, my family's been there no matter what. My ace number one is my wife, like absolute rock, and my children.
Don't come home if you know when that's fine, man.
Listen, that chick knows what's happening. she knows what's up.
All right, last thing, I just want to give a shout out to a couple of people out there who are fighting on UFC 220 this Saturday night. Matt Bissett, the Mangler, his first appearance for the UFC. Took him forever to get there. Finally getting his due. Calvin Catta, Rob Font, and Kyle Boschneck, all fighting on UFC 220 this Saturday in Boston, baby. I'll be there. And follow me everywhere. Domenico 101 MMA on Facebook. Like my page. Like me on YouTube. Like me everywhere. Like me on Instagram. I'm
just
everywhere. Don't like me on because I get attached to people real quick, man. Hey, man, nice meeting you, brother.
Yeah,
Gerald, man, I'll be seeing you around, man. Definitely. You might be training me for the Brawl For All 6. You never know.
Good,
everybody's calling me up.
That's good.
Trevor's all over you.
Trevor and me are cool, man.
Trevor's an animal,
be down the line, man.
Trevor's an animal.
Big dude.
Good kid, though. Yeah. Real good kid.
Everyone turns out to be a big, cool people. I mean, not everyone, but social media, people talk shit, and then you end up meeting them, and you're like, wow, you're pretty good. Half of New England kind of hated me in the beginning. Now they're kind of...
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's why they hated me.
Fuck them if they can't get jokes, bro.
All right. From Domenico 101 MMA, from the new room. I'm gonna have to call this the room because that's what it is. I keep saying, everyone come down to my room. So it's the room. So from Michael Darrah, the Ranger baby. And, Gerald here. Gerald, your last name again? Schiffoni. Look out for this kid because he's training this guy. And, we'll be seeing where this guy is in a few months.
Fucking things.
From Domenico 101 MMA, thanks for tuning in, people.
Later, guys.
We'll be seeing you.